Dude, I'm on edge. Why am I on edge today? I just feel like I'm about to go into a battle, fight a tiger or something. And I'm just like, guys, stop distracting me. This is important. And it's not. Nothing important is happening today. But I just feel like something important's about to happen. And like, I don't have patience for anybody who isn't helping me work towards the important thing. But that's not true. That is not what's happening. What is the 6x? Don't ask about the 6x6 drama. I'm literally on edge today. I don't know why. Don't ask about the drama. This is a big deal. I'm not going crazy. Does this level blow ass, or am I just kind of tired? I'm just tired. This level blows ass. That was a setup. That was a rhetorical question. Obviously, the level blows ass. The 5v5 drama is that some guy said it wasn't even hard in chat, and I read his message and not the other 100,000 and got annoyed. And so then we did 6v6, but then apparently I rigged it, and this part wasn't pacifist, so I didn't actually beat it. This guy is gonna think I'm cool. Mods, I'm on edge. Can you kill a guy? Mods, just fire at somebody. Pow, pow. Somebody's gonna show up today, and they're gonna be like, this Doug guy's kind of an asshole. He just seems like he's on edge. And then they're gonna say that in chat, and I'm gonna say, mods, get him, kill him! And the mods are gonna ban that guy, and he's never coming back. I don't give a shit about that guy.
I always think it's terrible how somewhat parasocial your chat is, that they spend real money to get you to laugh at their jokes and whatnot. But you're telling me you redid a challenge twice cause a single guy pissed you off? We aren't bad for being parasocial, cause we get it from you.
Look, I'm not it's not like I went and like fumed at this random guy. There are negative comments all the time. Eventually you just learn to tune it out, right? There's people who don't like what I'm doing, and that's fine. But it's one thing for a guy to be like, oh, this is kind of boring, this isn't really for me. Hey, this streamer isn't that funny. Hey, he's bald, whatever, I don't care. But to say like this isn't very hard implies that he's like, yeah, this isn't really worth anything. This like barely hard challenge for a game I'm very good at. And just like it's probably some guy with a mohawk who's like listening to Evanescence, and he's never skateboarded in his life, but he watches Tony Hawk and goes, I could do that. It's that fucking guy, and I'm imagining him in his room with a My Chemical Romance poster on the wall, and I just picturing him, and he genuinely thinks he's better than me, and I'm so annoyed by it. And this fucking dude, fucking Chuck or whatever his name is sitting there, and he probably tweeted about it afterwards.
Hey Doug, I'm sorry, didn't realize my comment would bother you so much.
Look, it's not like I'm genuinely angry, but it instilled enough emotion in me that I'm like, well, now I have to go harder.
He will continue to think he's better than you after too.
I know!
It can't be reasoned with.
There's a chance that he opens my stream and goes like, oh, 7x7? That's a W. And then he fucking closes it and he goes, I don't know. And he goes and watches FaZe Clan or something. I don't know. Like, I'm just imagining he watches FaZe Clan. You guys can imagine this person, right? I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean that he probably closed my stream and watched FaZe Clan people play Call of Duty. He's not going to open up my stream and be like, oh, damn, this guy is pretty cool. But he might. And we have to take those chances. In this life, you can't control what happens, but you have to give yourself the best shot. I've got to show up as often as I can and be in a position where he might open the stream and go, oh, damn, that's a W. This dude has probably never beaten a super expert level in his life. But he's like, doesn't look that hard.
Fuck Chuck.
I'm so mad at this guy. This level sucks ass, dude. I'm so on it. What the fuck?
This message was copied from Sinner Awesome. Good evening, Doug. I'm the guy who said it. I knew, and it was a big misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that person is still here. I'm pretty sure the guy showed up, wrote one message into chat, and then left, and has been watching the new Call of Duty game. I'm like 90% certain about it. This is just me being in this like furious. It's like, okay, I went to Berkeley for college, okay? And there's a big rivalry between Berkeley and Stanford. Every year, everybody makes a big deal. It's like, oh, the big game's coming up. We got to beat Stanford this year. And everybody, like, when you do orientation at the school, everybody's like, yeah, Stanford's our rival because they fucking suck. And all the people, like, make jokes. All the, like, staff make jokes about Stanford. And, like, everybody plays up the rivalry. And then I had my best friend went to Stanford. And I would go visit him. And nobody at Stanford gives a shit. None of them care at all about Berkeley. And that's when I learned that if you're the underdog, you pretend that a rivalry is a big deal and that both sides care because you're not as good as the other side. It's like Canada and America. Canadians probably all the time are like, yeah, Americans wouldn't do this in their country. Like, that's why we have all these great things in Canada, like X, Y, and Z. And they don't realize we never think about Canada. Literally never. Europeans talk shit about America all the time. We don't think about you. Straight up. We don't care. America and every other country in the world is the Stanford-Berkeley rivalry. We're Stanford, you guys are Berkeley. Me and this random guy who came into my chat and dropped a message and said, this is easy, is Stanford, and I'm Berkeley. And I think there's a rivalry, and this dude probably doesn't even remember that I exist. He's too busy watching FaZe Clan play Call of Duty. Europe lives rent-free in Americans' minds. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Here's how you know that Americans don't give a shit. We can't even figure out where you are on a map. People maybe could put France and Britain. Maybe. The average American. Canada and Mexico, probably. That is it. Germany? No. No, Germany is not guaranteed at all. That's like advanced American. There's like multiple countries around there. Germany could be anywhere. Half of Americans think Africa is a country. Like, we just don't care. This random dude is off playing Call of Duty, and he doesn't give a shit about me. But I care.
Wow, you
Fuck that
described
guy.
me to the letter quick. How many fingers am I holding up?
Chuck lost a finger. And you know how? He lost it in a fucking... What's that sport that people at Duke play? Lacrosse. He fucking lost a finger in lacrosse. You know how, like in high school, there's like a kid who like wants nothing to do with you. He just like doesn't give a shit about you. And at one point you like try to be friends. You're like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Like I saw you were at, on the baseball team. He's like, yeah, whatever. And he kind of ignores you. And you're like, this guy doesn't seem like somebody I care about or like want to interact with. But I at least want to have, like, I should have the opportunity to be friends with him. That's how I feel about Chuck. I doubt this is a viewer who would actually have fun in my stream, but I want to feel like I had the choice whether or not he wanted to stay and was having a good time. Like, I want him to be like, you know what? Actually, this stream is kind of good. You're pretty good at this game. And then I'll be like, actually, I don't care. You're not welcome here. We need to make him want to be here first. That's important. Isn't this parasocial? Wait, hold on. With me, like, I'm being parasocial to Chuck?
Can we drop the whole Chuck thing, please? The actual commenter is here in chat right now and is trying to apologize.
No.
This feels like bullying at this point.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. There's no way that guy came back to my stream and apologized. There is no way. That's somebody pretending to be that person.
Maybe Chuck is the friends we made along the way.
I'm not friends with him. I just want to be abundantly clear here. Vivarian said Cinerosa has messages that started on November 30th, so it can't be that. That means that you're just some guy who's feeling really bad for a thing you didn't do. Cinerosa, it wasn't you. You don't have to carry this burden, man. Be free. You're fine. Like, you're good. That fucking guy Chuck is not you, and he's some other asshole, and we're gonna find him. We're not gonna find him. We're not gonna witch hunt him. We're not gonna go around with a machete looking through the comments for Chuck, okay? We're not gonna do that.
My Canadian friend I've known for 5 years finally came to visit last month. And every time she told someone she was from Canada, they freaked out and fawned over her like they had just found a mythical creature.
God, that's so American. We're awesome. We're so uninformed and cool.